Ukraine War. Russians fight Ukrainian counter-offensive in the east. Kyiv allies pledge €1 billion. 1. Russian forces bolster defenses against Ukraine's counter-offensives in the east. Russian forces are continuing to gather in eastern Ukraine to bolster defenses against ongoing Ukrainian counter-offensives near the Kharkiv-Luhansk Oblast region. According to the think tank, the Institute of the Study of War, the move is also designed to support limited offensive efforts in the Donetsk region. Russian forces have also conducted limited counterattacks near Svatov in order to regain positions lost in earlier stages of the war. Russian war bloggers claimed that the Kreminna front, especially along the Makivka-Kreminna line, is an exceptionally challenging front with the exception of Bakhmut. Russian forces are continuing ground attacks around Bakhmut, to the east of the Donetsk Oblast. The ISW says that an unnamed U.S. military official stated that the Wagner Group and Russian forces are engaged in intense battles to capture Bakhmut and are committing significant resources to maintain the pace, but noted that Ukrainian forces continue to hold the line. Ukrainian Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov stated that Ukraine intends to continue counteroffensives in the winter months. Sponsored content: Explore Azerbaijan by Azerbaijan State Tourism Agency. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces continue to target Russian military assets and logistical hubs along critical ground lines of communication (GLOCs) in southern Ukraine. Ukrainian forces have reportedly damaged a key bridge outside the southern city of Melitopol, which is seen as a key objective for Kyiv. The bridge is essential to resupplying Russian forces in southern Ukraine, as part of a highway, which runs from Russia along Ukraine's southern coastline via Mariupol, Berdyansk and Melitopol. The increase in Ukrainian pressure on Russian forces in Melitopol appears to be following a similar pattern that was used in Kherson before its liberation, with the targeting of both Russian troops and supply lines, including logistics links to Crimea. 3. Belarus announces SNAP military inspection. Russia's close ally Belarus announced a SNAP military inspection on Tuesday, including increased combat readiness in the south of the country, the latest in a flurry of military exercises that have been unsettling neighboring Ukraine. 4. Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping to hold talks in late December. Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping will hold talks to discuss the events of 2022 later this month, the Russian business newspaper Vedomosti reported on Tuesday. Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesman, told the paper that the meeting's date and the agenda are already known, but an official announcement will come later. In a daily briefing with reporters later on Tuesday, Peskov said Xi and Putin were in constant communication. 5. Russian businessman asks London court to pause €800 million lawsuit over sanctions. A prominent Russian businessman on Tuesday asked a London court to pause an €800 million fraud lawsuit brought by two Russian banks because of UK sanctions, arguing that any money recovered